Hello with everyone. I know I look a little crazy. That's because I already have concealer underneath my brows. So if you can tell by the title of today's video, we are reviewing Anastasia's Luminous Foundation, which looks like this. There's going to be no talking for this intro. We're going to just get straight into it because I have no time to waste. As always, you guys know I like to give you guys information before we get into the video. Starting off with the foundation, I did get the category light. I only got 5 of them, which I believe that's how they're distributing their PR to people. I'm going to show you guys the shades right now and swatches as well as I'm talking about the info about this foundation. So this foundation is called the Luminous Foundation. If you guys can see the packaging, it's pretty like it's out there, you know what I'm saying? It literally says foundation on the bottle. I kind of like that because it's like if you are a working MUA, you can see what product you need easily, like visibly, you know what I'm saying? So I do like that. I know some people were like, oh my god, the font is so obnoxious, but I see where Norvina was going when she decided to do this, and I like that idea. Now the foundation is supposed to be a natural finish, medium coverage. I believe I seen somewhere where Norvina tweeted saying that you could build the coverage, but it is medium coverage, and you guys know I have acne prone skin, I have dry skin, so it might not cover every single thing on my face. Just keep that in mind. Now the foundation retails for $38. It is 1.0 fluid ounces, 30 millimeters. That's basic for every foundation that I've had. It does come in 50 shades, which is really great. It's categorized in fair, light, medium, tan, and deep. By the way, I have my notes right here, I'm sorry. And there's a lot of claims, y'all. It's vegan, gluten-free, cruelty-free, fragrance-free, alcohol-free, clinically tested, dermatologist tested. I do not know how to say this word. Oh, but you know what? I'm just gonna put it right here, okay? We're just not gonna do that today. Non-comedogenic. Oh my gosh, I can't say these words, I'm sorry. Suitable for sensitive skin and long wearing. So I already found my shade, and I think I am 240 neutral. I believe that's what the end. They do have the shade number, and then they have like a letter, which I'm pretty sure it means neutral. On this one, 250, it has C, so I'm pretty sure it's cool. And then on 200, it has the W, so I'm pretty sure it means warm. So that way you could find your undertones pretty easy with this. Did I mention that it comes with a pump, which thank God. Thank you, Lord. Because I feel like this is way easier and less messy, if that makes sense. So I'm very happy that they added the pump. To go along with the foundations, they also came out with powders. And what this says, it's a buttery smooth, controls oil, but doesn't dry down the under eyes. Now, these are big as hell. So I have the Laura Mercier right here, but the Laura Mercier actually has more than the Anastasia one. The Anastasia one has 25 grams, and then the Laura one has 29 grams. And then I have the Fenty powder, and the Fenty powder has 28 grams. So I think they kind of just did it for looks, you know what I'm saying? Because she's big, she looks big. So this retails for $36. The net weight is 25 grams. It's cruelty free and vegan, formulated without gluten and oil, clinically tested. I can't speak. Dermatologist, why can I speak today? Dermatologist tested, oh my gosh, and non-comedogenic, oh my god. It does come in 5 shades. So you have translucent, vanilla, which is for fair and light people, banana, which is for medium to deep, and deep peach, which is medium to deep, and then you have golden orange, which is for deep. So you guys, now that you guys have all of that information, we're gonna get into the review. All right, you guys, it also came with a brush, but I'm not gonna use it. I believe this already existed in like the ABH line of brushes. I'm not gonna use it. It's very small. I am gonna just stick to using my regular beauty sponge if I can find it. It's right here. This is by the Makeup Shack. You guys already know you can use my code Rocio for 20% off. So I did match myself to 220N and 240N. I really liked 240. It's a little bit like deeper for me, but I feel like, I don't know, I just really like them more, you know? So I'm gonna actually put it on my cheek so that you guys can see it. And I could tell you guys right now that the foundation, it definitely has like not watery like consistency, but it feels really watery, not in a bad way. Again, it is a luminous foundation. It's very dewy, and it does have that dewy feeling to it. Okay, and then here is 240. So you know what, I think I am gonna go with the lighter shade. I was gonna go with this this one, but I think this one matches me way better. So this is 220N, which I'm pretty sure is neutral. I already have my skincare as well. I'm pretty moisturized, but I'm going to take this Instant Grip Jelly Primer by Dermablend. I really like this because it like really holds your foundation. I'm gonna skip on the Milk Hydro Primer because then I feel like we'll have too much hydration on the face and I don't want the foundation to slip too much. So I'm gonna try out just one pump, and that's pretty decent, you guys. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna put it with my fingers, dot it everywhere. Oh my god, this feels really nice on the skin. I'm gonna put it right here. Usually I do my concealer first, but for the sake of this video, we're doing the foundation first. And then with my beauty sponge, I'm gonna blend this out. Oh my god, finally a freaking foundation that is not matte. Oh my god, can you guys see the shine to that? Oh, I already know that this is gonna be one of my go-tos. I just know it. I just know it. Also, it does not smell like anything, which it claims obviously that it's fragrance free. Thank God, because there's some foundations that smell like really potent. They smell like, obviously some have fragrance, and I really don't appreciate that, because if you have acne prone skin, it could potentially break your skin out, or it could just do harm to your skin. So I just rather stay away from them. So if you guys can see, this is one pump of this foundation, and it already kind of covered most of my redness. You guys can still see a lot of like my stains, is that what they're called, from my acne, but oh my god, it feels very skin-like. This looks very powerful. Oh my gosh, it looks good. Okay, so this is with one pump again. I'm gonna try like half a pump just so I could see what kind of coverage I can get it to. Oh shit, it feels really nice on the skin, you guys. I feel always kind of like left out. Not left out. I know there's like a ton of like dewy foundations out there. I do know that. But if you guys notice in the industry, a lot of the times when foundations come out, it's always more so towards like people who have oily skin, so they're always pretty matte. And I understand that because that's usually like all the demographic of people have oily skin, so I get it, you know what I'm saying? But it just feels really nice to have a foundation that is actually dedicated to your crusty skin, you know what I'm saying? I already put my concealer on. I used the Fenty Pro Filter Concealer in 230 and the e.l.f. concealer. So I have translucent here. Now I could have used vanilla, but I'm not going to, because I feel like, I don't know, I really want to try translucent. That's universal kind of for everyone, I think. So that's what I'm gonna use. Now what's really cool is that if you guys can see, this is really deep, like where the powder is at. I like that because there's some powders, and I'll show you guys, no offense to Beauty Bakery, I really like Beauty Bakery's powder, but their little thing right here is very like, it's very small, like it's not that deep, so the powder sometimes tends to like get out. So I'm kind of happy that ABH did it very deep in there. That sounds very weird. Also, it has the plastic, so we're going to take that off if I can, because I have nails. Ooh, that was fairly easy. So I'm going to put some on the cap, and I want to feel this because I think it's important to feel the powder. It feels pretty light. It feels very smooth, that's for sure. Okay, so now what I am scared of is if there'll be like, it'll be too white. Some powders can do that to you. Some powders that are translucent can do that to you. For example, the RCM powder, even though it is a good powder, sometimes I can see like it leaving like a white cast. So we'll see about that. So I think I'm gonna take my beauty sponge again. I like to dip it a little bit, and then on the back, on my hand, I'll like take off the excess. It looks like a lot, but it's not. It's just white, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna move my nose to the side, and I'm gonna put this on my, oh my gosh, that looks really good already. Oh my goodness. Okay, I have, it looks like a pretty blurring, like it blurred my under eye. Oh my god, this is beautiful. Now it's not leaving any white cast, if you guys can see. That's a good thing. My under eyes look a little dry, not too bad though. I do have dry skin, remember that, you guys. Also, I don't bake at all because I'm dry, so I just make sure I press that in to my under eyes and don't let it bake. I just press it into my under eyes. Okay, Miss Anastasia, sorry, Miss Nervina, that was ugly. I'm going to set just my T-zone because I don't really want to necessarily set the entire foundation. That way you guys can see like how it works throughout the whole entire day. And then I'm going to switch over to my iPhone so you guys can get a close-up of my face. Right now, currently it is 11:39 a.m. in the morning, okay? So I will come back in a few hours to show you guys how the foundation looks. But this is how it looks through my Canon camera. I'm gonna switch over to my iPhone so you guys can get a close-up of this mug. Okay guys, so it's currently 2:50. It's about to be 3. We are 3 hours into wearing the foundation. So this is how it's looking so far. I am in my beauty room with my lights on. So you guys can check out the under eyes. I think they still look really like good. And then the rest of my skin, I've gotten a little bit like oily, which is fine with me. Again, I am very dry and I like it. It definitely has a very luminous feel. I did add contour and highlight very slightly, not a lot, because I wanted the foundation to flourish. So here's my forehead, and then my face, my nose area right here. It's kind of red, but it's because I've been going like this. And then my chin area, which is pretty oily. But so far, the foundation is holding up pretty damn well. So we're gonna check back in a few hours. All right, you guys, so it's currently 6 and it's already been 3 hours since the last time I checked up. So I am actually outside because I wanted to show you guys how the foundation looks during golden hour, and I think it looks so beautiful. I am very oily on my cheek area as well as my chin area. I don't know what that beeping noise is, but it's so annoying. I'm sorry. So I'm zooming you guys into my under eye so you guys can see that it's holding up pretty well. I'm very oily again around my cheek area and nose area and my chin, but so far the foundation looks really nice and very luminous. I think obviously it's because it's been already a few hours since I've had it on. It is kind of breaking up around my mouth area. I did eat a lot today, so it could have been that as well. But so far, so good. I really do like how it looks. I could touch up, but I don't want to, just because I want you guys to see how the foundation is really holding up without me setting it. But it looks good. I like it. Everyone, we are at the end of the road. This is my last checkup before I do my final thoughts. It's 9:15 right now. I'm so ready to take this off. As much as I love putting on makeup, I love taking it off. So this is how my face is currently looking right now. It is very oily, but then again, this foundation is a luminous foundation, and that's how I feel it, or that's how, like, it definitely gave me that throughout the whole day. So again, it's gonna be very luminous. If you are a oily person, it's probably definitely going to make you even more oily. Unless you do like a mattifying primer or something. So here's my forehead, my nose, my mouth area, and my chin area are breaking up. So I feel like that usually happens all the time. Not gonna lie, once I start getting oily, it definitely emphasizes my texture. You guys can see my acne scars are very visible, but then again, I have acne scars, and this is actually not that bad for someone who has acne prone skin like myself. I actually like how the foundation lays, and when I go outside it looks really nice as well. So we're gonna get into my final thoughts. Oops, I forgot to tell you guys about my under eyes. It's already crazy in there. When you have wrinkles or any fine lines, that's just gonna happen. But I really did like the powder. I thought it was really good. So yeah, that's how my under eyes look. Alright, you guys, so we are at the end of the video. Thank God. You guys just saw my last update, which literally was right now. It's 9:18. So I have a few things I want to touch on. I do have a sheet of paper just to make sure I remember what I was gonna say. Also, I forgot to mention that the shelf life for the foundation is 12 months, and then the shelf life for the loose setting powder is 12 months as well. I really did like the foundation. Now I will tell you guys this, because of its dewiness, it definitely will transfer. And if you like touch it, it's definitely like wet. Now I know I said that it was like a watery consistency. It was more of like a gel type. It's not like super watery. It's definitely more of a gel type. Like that's how it feels to me. Now for those who are oily, you could definitely set this foundation. But if you still want that like dewiness, I would say just kind of like powder it on top and not like too much powder, if that makes sense. As far as my shade, I think I could have used the darker shade, and I kind of regret not using it because 220 neutral made me look a little too washed out in the face, whereas I think 240 would have been a little bit better. So I'm gonna try 240 another day. Again, if you're oily, you're definitely gonna get super oily throughout the day. I definitely recommend this foundation for people who are very dry. Also, as far as ingredients list, the package did not come with it. It does not say it on the bottle either, and I can't find it online. When I do find it or when they post it, I'll make sure to put it in the description down below. You guys know I like to look at the ingredients because the ingredients could really tell you if the foundation could potentially break you out. The good thing is that it doesn't have any alcohol or fragrance, which is great. Now, as far as the wear on my acne prone skin, having acne, every foundation I feel like is going to emphasize your texture, but I really liked how this foundation laid on my skin, and I really liked that it was for dry skin because I have dry skin. I don't know how many times I could say that, but it just feels nice to have a foundation, even for myself, even if I look a little oily. I'd rather look a little oily than look very dry because it makes me look older. I already look a little older because like the foundation tends to, whatever foundation I wear, it tends to emphasize my texture so much, so it makes me look a little bit older. But just having a foundation that is not gonna dry or suck the life out of me makes me feel really good. That is why I always stick to using the Makeup Forever foundation stick, because that stick is so powerful. So I don't think I have anything else to say. I love the foundation. I rated a 10 out of 10. Also, it's glass, so I mean, just be careful you don't drop this shit because it will break. Oh, the powder, I forgot. The powder is really good. Yes, it has less than Laura Mercier and Fenty. That's not a huge deal. It wasn't like a huge difference. I felt like the powder wasn't so damn dry because the Laura Mercier one is very drying, but the Anastasia one, it just sets so nicely. Like throughout the day, like my under eyes looked really nice. Now I would say that when I initially put the powder on, I did notice afterwards that it kind of gave me a small like white cast, but I think like it oxidizes throughout the day. I don't know, so it looks pretty normal to me right now, and you guys seen throughout the video it looks normal. I really like it. If there's anything that you can get out of like these two, I would recommend you get both because they're actually really good. They pair really good together because of how light the powder is. Anyways, I'm talking way too much. I think I got everything. I'm sorry this is so damn long, and I hope that you guys really enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys in my next tutorial. Bye guys.